underdog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Vikings and the Saints, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Kicker Will Reichard has the ball on the tee, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They begin with a run by Miller. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And all the way down to the 22-yard. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herman into the hands of Perry, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Inside handoff now, Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Herman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's McCarthy. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sanders. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herman looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. In motion goes the tight end. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, I'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Herman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
McCarthy off the play fake. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Vikings had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's caught inside the 25.
Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now here's a carry heading left. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only needed about 4
or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Herman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun. Herman, he finds his man, complete. That's 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Back to throw again. To the sideline and incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
That is caught. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Perry, the man in motion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Perry. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely will. We talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A.T. Perry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now McCarthy. A throw left sideline for us, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Jahmyr Gibbs, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now. And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Right after, right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings offense in their run. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 33.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. McCarthy operating from the gun. That one complete to Leggett. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Through the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A.T. Perry
from 8 yards out.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Xavier Legette.
72 yards.
And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 10, just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herman. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herman.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and...
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Operating from the gun, Herman.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Operating from the gun, Herman.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football.